Hello, and welcome back to 999. Last time we got our eyes filled with some arcane vision. Filled my eyes with that cane vision. And we sort of came to the realization that, I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to say that, like, Akane and Junpei are the same person, or if Akane has control over Junpei's fate. I don't know what they're trying to say. But Akane died, but she didn't die, and she's zero, or she will be zero in the future. So I think I was right when I said that Akane was zero. Anyway, on with the show. Just shut up and stop this thing. They are really dragging this out, though. They're sort of dragging this out like an episode of Dragon Ball Z. They really are. How the hell? There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button. There isn't anything like that. How the hell do you know? Because I looked for it 9 years ago. Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What else can I say about it, but... What the hell is that? What is that? What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. Oh, we're in Arcane Vision. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place. Forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. Oh, don't cry, baby. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on this screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Gah! Man, I wish that thing would just shut up. Incineration will begin in 15 minutes. Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it? Hey, move. Gah! Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people around. Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. This is bad. Really bad. If nothing's on here, are we supposed to do anything with it? Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... There you go. That worked. Huh? Well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though? What is this? What's up? It looks like some sort of puzzle. It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8. Do you think if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah, well, we can hope, right? Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again. The incineration will begin in 13 minutes. Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow. I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice. Hey, what are you doing? It was muffled. I turned around. I pressed against the window in the entry door. It was a frightened, evil face. It was Hungu. How long he'd been watching me. Don't know what to do? He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled. It was simple, really, but I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hungu, struggling to hold back hot tears. You're a terrible person. I hate you. Oh my, how could you tell a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty, you see. I even left you a way out. Way out? Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that and you could stop the incinerator. What's the point of stopping it? You only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now. My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you I'm a fair man. If you solve the puzzle, the verification function on the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape. The verification function of the red? Then I remembered. Before Hunku left the room, he scanned 2 bracelets into the red. Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Kane, what's your number? I looked down at my left hand. The face of my bracelet showed a 5. Oh. She has the same bracelet as Junpei has. Ran to the door with a 9 on it. Grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. Sadness. You really aren't one for listening, are you? I hear Hungu's muffled voice from across the room. I already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. That little jerk. Give me a second. You can't remember. What kind of fool are you? Why? Why are you doing this? You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. But what if she was a zookeeper? Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle. I can't. I don't know how. Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You'll understand, don't you? Access the morphogenic field and find the solution. I can't. Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's going to be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it would be very painful. His horrible laugh echoed across the room. And even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it. Incineration will begin in 10 minutes. Can we just solve the puzzle, please? I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out. It's a Sudoku puzzle from hell. What was I going to do? I don't know. I didn't know. Don't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is a million tiny deaths. My palms were sweating, my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. This must be the smell of a damp woman. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. This is how Harvey Weinstein likes his woman. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get, the doll jump he had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed. Help me, Junpei. Help me. Help me. You're my only hope, Obi-Wan. Junpei. Junpei! Alright, get it. Please, help me. Junpei. How many times do I'm going to have to say that? Jesus. A cane. A cane. Who the hell is a cane? Shut up. Just shut the hell up. Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here? A cane, can you hear me? A cane, say something. Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit. Answer me, Kane. So was she never really there? She was just in her mind, projected? And when she got tired, she was in the other in the other area. Jumpy, I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly, like he was right there. Jumpy. I screamed as loud as I could. Kane. Jumpy. That's her. She's there. Then that means... Kane! Are you in the incinerator right now? Yes, I am. How did you know? I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant. Right, there's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister, to save a Kane. I think I get it now. Incineration will begin in 7 minutes. Jumpy, we don't have time. As quick as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. Got it. And I do. I get everything now. At last, finally understand what all this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. Nonary. I know why they were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it. But there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Kane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Kane Kurashiki. Sorry, I had to get intense there. I must save her no matter what. Incineration will begin in 6 minutes. The voice reminded me of how much time I had left. Jumpy. Okay, let's solve the fucking puzzle. Yeah, I know, just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die, I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay? Yeah, you only got 6 minutes, bruh. Okay. My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. Oh, she got some big boots. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake telling them talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way. Hey, what are you? Just trust me, okay? Sorry, Lotus. I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. I've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. I just need to switch these out. So I just need to switch these out? Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I'll just have to try it. Think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem. Seek a way out. Okay, so obviously this is password, right? What? Was that really it? Please enter the password. Really? What the hell am I supposed to put here? This screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in the last one? It just said password.
Really? What was I supposed to remember what it... I don't... I don't know what it was. The puzzle. The answer ended up being password. Oh, the 9th square. Maybe that's the password. Ninth square? The puzzle. I solved it by making the hint squares all 9. So the hidden number should be 9 as well. That means... fuck me. 9? The number after password on the puzzle screen is 9. Then the password this thing is asking for is... I should input... The number after... But then the password this thing is asking for, I should input... I don't know. I have no fucking clue what I should put in. It's not really helping me here. It was all 9s, and I already tried 9s. Fuck me if I know. A password is 9. But... I don't know. Maybe I saw that too quick. I mean, maybe it was just too simple. Like, I already tried 999. I already tried Nonary. Am I an idiot? The number after password on the puzzle screen is 9. Then the I should input 9? Ugh. You fucks. Yes, that's it. Kane, did you get it? And I didn't have to cheat for that either. Yes, I did. I solved it. I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did. Now I just have to press enter. What the hell are you waiting for? Push it. Push it real good. Okay, well... I hit the enter key. Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled. Wow, that was a lot more simple than I thought it was going to be. Jumpy, it worked, it worked. The incinerator shut down, it worked. Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Aww. Phew. I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Heart's on fire, burning desire. Man, this is a very musical episode. Now, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Kane. Kane, sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. Gonna have to hang up now, okay? Of course, that's fine. I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hungu had left behind. Why didn't she just use that? Now, while Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me, not a nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys. Junpei, are you okay? Ah, shut it. Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait. Incineration will begin in 90 seconds. It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping? Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, that's not working. The alarm's still going off. What the hell's going on? I got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping? Incineration will begin in 60 seconds. Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. That's it. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number. It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek the door that... Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red. Incineration will begin in 30 seconds. Run, guys, get to the door, run. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. I sure hope they can trust me on this one, or we're all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go. Quick, verify your numbers on the red. Verify. Who? What combination? All of us. We need to verify. Why? You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it. Yeah, just fucking do it. Don't ask questions. Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Central grate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled. Whew, that was close. Almost burned the hairs off my ass. Oh, thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy. Time to go. Hurry, we got 9 seconds before that door closes. Go, go, go. Come on, guys, move it. Alright, we're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Pants and shorts. Shit. Looks like we made it, huh? Maybe, man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but... Kane, can you hear me, Kane? I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel, but nothing. Nice. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother. Kane. Aoi! I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms. So we changed fate, huh? Oh, Aoi. Kane. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. Cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would... oh, sorry. As far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only moments to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hungu had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who'd be caught 7 and 9 years, and Snake the blind boy were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open. All right, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hungu again. Aoi was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hungu seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral staircase to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? A 7 talking? Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something? What's up? That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why did it open? Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened. That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already. Huh? Why? Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases. Bases? Yeah, what are 2 numbers in base 2? 0 and 1. How about base 10? 0 from 9, right? Then how about base 16? 0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D. You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10, and base 10 is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on. So what about it? You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you pass base 16 all the way to base 27? Wow, I didn't know there was that many bases in sex. Base 27? Yeah. Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16. Whatever, I get it. Yeah, and what comes after that? Q, 26. And what does that mean? That wasn't a 9 on the door. It was a Q, a fucking lowercase q. That's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27. Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear at any moment now, I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. Man, they're always getting that booty shot on Clover. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst, maybe just a short rest. No, I can't stop. Don't have any time. My legs. There can't be any more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Now I know how the Ghostbusters feel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like I'm running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Like Dragon Ball Z. Wow. Second Dragon Ball reference. Pant, pant, pant. Phew. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei. No time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there. All right, I'm going to open it. Yeah. Yes. We're finally here. Please do. Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and a cane. You're gonna open now. I'm gonna open the fuck out of you. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On that distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed across the ocean. Then it was gone. It's over, Aoi whispered. Yeah, it was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what happened, to what would happen in 9 years. Is that what happened to us? Did we escape on a little lifeboat? Yes, finally air. Gah, damn, the sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait, no way. You've gotta be shitting me. What? It can't be. This is... Oh, we're not on a boat. We were in Nevada, building Q. Oh, that was why the Q was on the door. This is the building in the Nevada desert. The mock experiment building. Oh my god, this whole time we were in building Q. Sure enough, that's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh. Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I never really got a good look at the underside of these. Let's see what's inside of you. Just a little electronic chip like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures. A cane. But what about the other people that exploded? Jumpy. I guess I must be pretty crazy about that girl if I think I'm hearing her voices in the wind. I'm confused. Was Kane just never really there, or was she just like an astral projection or something? Oh, wow. Okay, so we were the transmitter team. So this also was happening. I wonder who was on the other boat then. I'm kind of confused. My head hurts. Overall though, I liked it. It was actually pretty good. A little drawn out though. I feel like the writer could have, sort of guessed our intelligence. And didn't have to explain every little thing. I am confused by the ending, though. Like, was Kane never really there? But everyone else saw her, I believe, right? Like, everyone else knew June was there. I mean, people were thinking that she was a murderer at some points, right? And, Santa, like, helped her out a lot, so was she just, like, a figment of our imagination? Or were we just switching in between what was happening on the boat to what was happening in Building Q? But that would mean there was two of us. Why is he all beat up? See his face? It's all like punched up. So like, I'm kind of confused by that. It sort of leaves me with like questions. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I give the game like a 7. Simply because I feel like having to replay through the game multiple times was kind of a waste. But I get what they're trying to do, where like when you beat the game once, you're sort of getting visions of, you're sort of sharing your information with yourself through a morphogenic field. Are you okay? Come on. This is nothing. Really? Yeah. You don't look okay. It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set. How does it look then? He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first. Damn. Oh, well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, then they just kept growing and growing and growing. That's what I get for going down on a woman. Hey, what does that even mean? Jumpy grinned and... Ow, 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 ow. See, I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. Can't beat 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy. Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing is a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys, ignition, and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven are all squeezed in the back seat here. Still can't believe we let her drive. Woohoo, this is so fun. This is so awesome. Driving is so great when there's nothing around and there's no speed limit. Hey Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death. Hey, shut it. I can't help it if I'm big, alright? Suck it up. Why don't you drive, Seven? Why does he have scars on his face? He didn't have scars in the 9 years ago. I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law. He doesn't have an international license. Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat. Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm gonna give this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down the road ahead of us. Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it. Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing. Oh, okay, so June and Seven did make it out. Oh, shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we run into junior high students. They'd been hiding in bushes in the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in... What? In gasoline? The moment we saw what we were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Guess they were gonna have some barbecue. Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could. Help me, officer, please. You have to come with me. And the policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big, swelling lumps. You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me? I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth, where teeth had fallen out. Yeah, I guess I coulda. Then why didn't you? I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up real good. Because of what they were doing to the kitty? Yeah, too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester, remember? Oh, you mean the bunnies? Yeah, the bunnies. He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind. They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. They said they'd do the same thing to you. Same thing to you they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I got my ass beat real bad. Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get. Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do. Like Ace. Well, I guess you should say Gentara Hungu. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas? Why don't you ask him yourself? Well, yeah, I guess I could. He's still in the trunk, I assume. Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore. Hey, were you listening to us? Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth. Come on, I know you were. Answer me. You could at least talk to me, look at me when you talk. Man. I only wanted to see the faces, human faces. I thought if I can gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others. That's it? Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you're looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness... I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on. Alright, so what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you? Well, somebody's a little nosy. Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that? Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from Gigantic, I kept going after Hungo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found about Bourdain and Alice. You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature? Sounds like Hungo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave. What? Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined it was a member of the genus Mandoroga, family of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that to extract to create Soberil. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's gonna go back on, Hugu. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Here, this is for you. What's this? This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei. Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm. Jumpy, are you sure it's a for you doll? The lady at the shop said so. That means it's for you, right? Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll? What? Oh man. Hee hee. Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right? Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then. Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden. Well, you know how after June we aren't going to get to see each other too much? I mean, we're going to be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then? Okay. So I wanted to give you this. You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie. Yes, I head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this, it me. So we always together. Oh, Jumpy. If something bad, then hold pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take. I reached my hand out of the pocket, then picked up the doll gently. Thank you so much, Jumpy. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body. Oh, Jumpy, I'll never forget you. I promise. Jumpy looked straight in my eyes and said just 5 words. I'll never forget you either. The sky was beautiful, crimson red as it melted toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening, just the two of us, leaning gently against each other, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. How romantic. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and a cane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. He couldn't. Hey, look over there. There's somebody next to the road. Huh? What? Hello, baby. Man, we got 2 foxes. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. And was that like older versions of ourselves? Because that sort of looked like Lotus, but maybe it was just Alice. Don't forget your towel. Would you like to save the info you obtained during this playthrough? After saving, the game will restart from the beginning. Yeah, I'll save it, but I mean... Oh, okay, so we got this... Okay, so we missed the axe ending, the sub ending. Okay. So yeah, we only missed, like, What? One, two. We only missed three endings. It's no big deal. This is the flowchart. I didn't take much time to look at it, but I will have to say that is the ending of this LP, since the other ones just lead to us being murdered. I don't see the point in watching those. One, we get murdered by, I think, Lotus, and I think the other one we get murdered by someone else. I forget. I think maybe Clover kills us or something like that. Um, I think that's what I remember when I played this the first time. I didn't get many answers to my questions when I first played this on the DS, but hey, I'm happy I played it again. Now, I will be playing the other two of the series, which is Zero. What is it? No Escape. Virtue's Last Reward is the second one that was released, um, and then Zero Time Dilemma. Now, Zero Time Dilemma actually happens in between 999, Zero Time Dilemma, and then Virtue's Last Reward. However, I'm gonna be playing them in the order in which they were released. Um, Zero Time Dilemma and Virtue's Last Reward are gonna be a lot longer because there's a lot more endings you have to get. I think in Virtue's Last Reward you have to get like 8 different endings in order to get the true ending. So that's gonna take a little bit longer. But we'll see. I did enjoy this one. Um, I think it was a little drawn out, but it was good. And I still have questions, like what, who was the woman in the desert? Like, what's the reason behind that? It sort of looked like Alice. Who knows? But hey, let me know your thoughts. Tell me if you liked it or not. Leave a like, a comment, and subscribe because it makes me feel good. And make sure you have a good night. Good night.